Welcome back to Detroit, Michigan. The Chrysler Jeep APBA Gold Cup on the Detroit River. And time now for the Unlimited Lights final, Steve Montgomery. Third time that we've had a Lights final this year. And for those that are new to the sport, a little different.
These boats, about 22 feet in length, weigh about a third as much as the big Unlimiteds, somewhere in the neighborhood of 2,000 pounds each, powered by big blocks, 468 to 511 cubic inches. And as you see, TJ, they can idle way down now. They're approaching the start line. They'll start to accelerate here. That's Charlie Wiggins in the yellow boat, second from right. And Phil Bonancini sneaks his red pocket mechanic into lane one and takes an early lead. That's a great start for Bonancini. Randy Haas in the blue and white boat. The compare comes by, and those three would be expected to run to the front here.
Taking a look up high at the O'Doul's Eye in the Sky, Phil Bonancini, who won the first Unlimited Lights race of the year all the way back in Arizona, out in front at the beginning of this race. That was a surprise victory in Arizona, his first.
Last time we saw Phil last season, he was upside down in Pearl Harbor in Hawaii. He repaired the boat over the winter with some help from the Bud crew. That's why it says Bud on the rear wing, and he has raced very, very well since then. The little red rocket, if you will, has been dominant in this class so far this year.
Charlie Wiggins, a very popular driver too, won the second race in Madison. But you can see Phil Bonancini stretching out his lead here on the Detroit River, coming around that big Belle Isle turn, and has quite an advantage. And you take a look at the battle there for second place.
That's Randy Haas on the outside in the blue and white compare. Charlie Wiggins in his Earl's Performance product. And Charlie, of course, is the guy who has moved up to the Unlimited ranks now, the new driver of the Miss Madison.
Up front, Phil Bonancini still in front. Meanwhile, battle for second place. Randy Haas's boat gave out on him back in Madison, Indiana, and now he is overtaken by Charlie Wiggins coming around that tight turn in the battle there for second place. So Wiggins takes over second, Steve.
We talked about how rough this Detroit River is for the big boats. It is 3 times that bad for the small boats. Charlie Wiggins has to make an adjustment, TJ. He's gone from the big boat back to a smaller one now, and he has to read the river just a little bit differently.
Bonancini in front, looking for his second win of the year. You see the margin there, and take a look at this. Charlie Wiggins upside down, flipping over in the Earl's Performance boat.
The boat landed right side up, but he obviously landed on the roof once because it blew the canopy open. Let's see if we can get a look here from our eye in the sky. There's Charlie. We catch it up right in midair, and he's landing on his head, and then the boat flips over right side up. He took a heck of a shot, and we got to hope that Charlie is okay.
Dangerous situation here on the Detroit River. And look at this. Charlie Wiggins able to walk away. Amazing.
Milt, I know you're a little shaken, but Charlie walked into the rescue boat. That's good news.
That's good. Okay, that's fine. I don't. It's going to be okay.
Did he talk to the crew at all?
He talked to Mitch and Jason. He said he's okay.
You don't need any more of these in the last couple of weeks, do you?
No, we don't need any more.
We don't know about the boat, but the important news, the sun's okay.
Right. That's the most important.
Thanks, Milt. Everything's going to be okay, Dad.
Okay.
Concern, obviously, on that man's face for his son, Charlie Wiggins, in the Simred rescue boat. Appears to be all right. They stopped the race down, and Phil Bonancini is declared the winner.
Well, the red boat came alive at a real good time. A good time to have your best heat of the day, huh?
We've never had any luck here in Detroit, but we sure had a good time today. It was a great race, and we sure helped nail the start and came through somehow.
This boat behind you, I know, meant a lot to you over the winter, too.
Well, those Budweiser guys helped us out a lot. Did a lot of rebuilding on the boat, helped us out technically and, emotionally, physically, and mentally to get ready for these races here this year, and it seems like it's working out pretty good for us.
We have word that Charlie is definitely okay. I know that's good news for you.
Yeah, that's great news. You know, Charlie and I have been racing together for a number of years now, and I didn't get to see him wreck. I just had to shut my engine off when I got the red flag, but I sure hope he does well, and I understand he's probably going to run the Madison later today.
Nice win. Congratulations.
Hey, thanks a lot, Steve.
Second win for Phil Bonancini, and there you take a look at Jerry Hopp. He is going to take over now for Charlie Wiggins when we come back to Detroit in a moment. Come to an end. The owner of the Miss Budweiser team, Bernie Little, now has taken on the duty of owning the Unlimited Hydroplane Racing Series, and the new president is Gary Garbrecht, and he is the focus of this edition of the Hydrospective.
First time we heard your name associated with this class of racing was just a couple of weeks ago, and now you are a partner and the president of a new company that will actually own the sport. Tell us how all this came about.
Well, it is kind of an interesting story. We were talking about it in Bernie Little's office, and I just I made a social call over there because we're putting a Formula One event down in Cypress Gardens in October. I wanted Bernie to be the Grand Marshal. So I thought, well, I'll stop in and see what he's got to say. And he was on the telephone with, I'm not even sure who he was talking with, but he was having problems with a race site. They had lost another race site, and I just jokingly said, well, Bernie, why don't we buy the sport and see if we can't reorganize it? And that was about 2 weeks ago. And here we are. Bernie is going to bring dollars into this sport, which he can do. He's a master at it. And my obligation is the operations. I'm responsible for the operations, and Bernie will not tell me how to operate this sport. We already have that understanding. I answer to no one except my wife.